I say to you, don't think about elephants. What are you thinking about?
Elephants.
Now, if I had to guess, you're probably thinking about elephants, right? Yeah, me too. But I want you to completely forget about the elephants. Try to think about anything else besides those elephants. But you can, right? The funny thing is, the harder that you actually try to do that, the more that they persist. The interesting thing is that the same is true for happiness, love, respect, and confidence within your own life. You see, the harder and harder that you try to get these things, the more impossible that they actually become to achieve. And this endless chase is actually ruining your life. But the good news is that there's actually a really simple idea that's going to allow you to overcome these obstacles, live a happy life, and allow you to forget about those elephants once and for all. But in order to better demonstrate this idea, we're going to have to take a look at a situation that I'm sure has happened in all of your lives. So you're minding your business, sitting on your couch, rewatching La La Land for the 100th time, when you suddenly try to remember what you were telling yourself earlier today. Oh yeah, what was that thing? Didn't it have something to do with... No, that's not it. Oh my God, why didn't you write it down? Oh, it's so annoying. I hate it when this happens. How could you forget? You were literally just thinking about it earlier today. This is so fucking annoying. You literally always do this. How can you be so stupid? This is a fat load of bullshit. Shit. However, distracted by your situation, you aren't trying to think of the thing you were trying to remember anymore. And as a result, you suddenly remember what it was. Oh man, of course. How could I be such an idiot? You forgot to pick up your diarrhea medication. Duh. Okay, maybe that exact situation hasn't happened to you, but it still begs the question. Why did things come so easily to us when we stop trying to get them? And more importantly, how does this at all relate to us being happy with our lives? You see, humans try so hard to achieve a certain outcome in our lives. But whether or not you realize it, by doing this, you're actually moving yourself further and further away from that end goal. For example, the more that you desire to be liked, the more that you are going to act like somebody that you think they are going to like, and as a result, you are not going to be authentically you.
I'm getting that for show.
And because of that, you are never actually going to make any real connections with anyone.
Bye. Bye. Bye, Evan.
Or the more that you try to gain control of everything in your life, the more out of control you're going to feel because you're going to realize how little is truly within your control. The more that you want to be happy, the less happy that you actually become. As Viktor Frankl put it, it is the very pursuit of happiness that thwarts happiness. Thwarts? Is that even a word? Oh, sounds like my services are of need, yes. Thwart. Page 455, yes, of course. Here we are, thwart. Prevent from doing what is intended or from being accomplished. Thwart.
Oh, wow, thanks.
You are very welcome, young sir.
Hey man, looks like you got a small dictionary.
Yeah, really original, man. First time I've heard that one.
Did your accent just go away?
Okay, just fuck up. But why does this happen? Why does desiring a certain mindset or psychological state actually bring us further away from that state? You see, when you pursue something, what you're actually doing is reinforcing the fact that you never had that thing in the first place. By wanting to be liked by everyone, you are reminding yourself that you are in fact not liked by everyone. By wanting to control everything in your life, you are telling yourself that you do not control everything in your life. When you want to be happy, you're telling yourself that you're not happy right now. And so at this point, you're probably saying to yourself,
well, thanks, Devin. I came to this video unhappy, and now you're telling me that I'm unhappy. This has been a really productive use of my time.
And I'd say two things to that. One, maybe just watch the tone a little bit when you're talking to me. Thanks. And two, if you stick around, there's actually a really simple solution to this problem. If you're trying to be liked by everyone, or you're trying to control everything in your life, or you're trying to be happy, well, the solution is this. Don't try. Yeah, you heard me right. Stop trying. Stop trying to be liked by everyone. Stop trying to control your life so much. Stop trying to be happy. You see, we just went over that trying to be a certain way actually takes you further from it, right? And so what about the opposite? What if actually not trying to be that way brings you closer to it? This idea is known as backwards law. The backwards law was initially coined by philosopher Alan Watts, but I first heard about the idea from Mark Manson in his book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Mark writes, "The desire for more positive experience is itself a negative experience. And paradoxically, the acceptance of one's negative experience is itself a positive experience." It's totally backwards logic. That's why it's called the backwards law.
Duh.
But it works. And let me prove it to you with one simple question. Are you still thinking about elephants? No, you're not. You've completely forgotten about the elephants that we were talking about at the beginning of the video.
It's an elephant bukkake party!
When you were trying to forget about the elephants, they persisted. They felt like they could never leave your head. However, once you stopped trying to forget about the elephants, well, they completely vanished. The great thing is that the same logic can be applied to other aspects of your life as well. Instead of hiding your insecurities because you're worried that if other people find out about them, they won't like you, what you can do is actually be open with your insecurities. You could make jokes about them, you could laugh at them, and as a result, you're going to come off more charismatic, you're going to come off more confident, and what's going to end up happening is that people are going to like you more. And even with control, when you accept that almost everything in your life is outside of your control, what's going to happen is you're going to become grateful for the few things that are within your control, and you're actually going to focus all your energy on changing those few things. What's going to end up happening is you're going to feel like you're more in control of your life than you ever have been before. Instead of wishing for a positive outcome and just reminding yourself that you actually don't have that thing yet, what you should instead do is embrace that negative outcome, that negative experience, and actually watch positive experiences come to life because of those. Accept your imperfections, and you're going to feel perfect.
People call these things imperfections, but they're not. Oh, that's the good stuff.
Accept your loneliness, and you'll actually learn to feel content when being alone. Accept feeling broke, and you'll live a life of abundance because you'll realize how much you actually currently have in your life, and everything else on top of that is just going to be a bonus.
I declare bankruptcy!
So is backwards law telling you to never try and get anything, to not set goals, and to never pursue change? Absolutely not. What it is giving you is another way to approach problems in your life. If you feel stuck, if you feel like you've tried to forget about the elephant a million times and you still can't, maybe the best way to forget about it is to just stop trying. And to remember that sometimes the only way to get what you want in life is by not wanting it in the first place. There's actually a lie that you're probably telling yourself that's preventing you from being happy that so many people overlook. And so what is that lie? Well, I go over it in this video right here. I'm going to uncover what that lie is, how to stop telling this to yourself, and when you actually combine all this information with what you just learned, it's going to make these lessons 10 times more powerful.